Yes, hello everybody. This is Ray from Rays United, and I'm back. Sorry for being late, but hey, I was preparing to come here, so do not worry about anything. The show goes on, and I'm really excited about what we're going to discuss today, obviously. And listen, these live shows are going to be great from here on in. It's a Pi Network new updates, of course. Yes, definitely. And the main subject here is the Parkour team are revealing it all. What do I mean by that? What are they revealing? And what is there to be excited about? Listen, there are lots to be excited about. However, you know how we do on this channel. Without further ado, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Of course, smash the subscribe button. Become a member. Let's watch this channel grow. Let's get to 100K in no time. We're about to hit 51K. Perhaps we could hit the 51K today. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead. You know what? Actually, let me make sure only subscribers can actually comment. So when we do that, that would mean that there will be some quality in the comments because subscribers always comment appropriately, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let me just do it very quickly. Remove my glasses so I can see properly. Where is it? Kind of here. All right. Yeah, that looks good. Da, 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 da. Okay, subscribers only. 1 minute. Yeah, that's great. Yes, I think that's better now. Right, let me put my glasses on. Yeah, so smash the like button where you're at, smash the subscriber button. Of course, let me know where you're watching from. It's so important that I know where you're watching from. So I can give you a shout out, while we're watching it live. If you're watching after the fact, hey, still let me know where you're watching from. I'll just respond or give it some love. Do you know what I mean? But today we're going to talk about the Core team are revealing it all. It's an update. It's a new update. So I am going to talk about that for you to understand precisely what that means. Listen, the past few days or weeks have been quite mixed. The feelings towards even crypto as a whole have been quite mixed because we've seen what's going on in the world. And I must say, a lot of us that were, well, some of crypto enthusiasts who were enthusiastic about Trump's presidency at the moment are looking or feeling like they are feeling regretful because Trump, he's very volatile as an individual, and he's tipping the crypto market into a scale where we don't want it to be. So, but when it comes to Pi Network, it's different. Pi Network has nothing to do with whatever Trump says. Do you know what I mean? So that's something that you guys need to understand. Again, the non-conformism of Pi Network, or the non-conformist nature of Pi Network, is what puts it in good stead in the long run. So let's pay attention to that. And of course, the markets seem extremely, what do I say, bearish as we speak. But that's typical. January, February, and at times March, we do get these sort of figures and these sort of trend that keep going on. However, when we hit that April, May, we do see an upward trajectory, and at times an astounding trajectory. Do you know what I mean? So, which is an upward trend. So, we will look at all of those things in the long run. But for now, it's all about the new updates, which I'm going to give you. And if you're new, please understand the way this channel works before you comment, because when you're commenting and it's out of place, you would feel it, because a lot of the people here, or many of the people here, are ultras of this channel. And when I say ultras, I don't mean ultras that support clubs and can be quite abrasive. Not that. I'm talking about ultras who are very loyal to the channel, understand the channel for the past 4 or 5 years, so they know what's up. So those are the people that will probably put you in a place where you would understand how this channel works. So yeah, that is great. 4.5 minutes. And let me just know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. Of course, we do have Chukunonso Vincent, obviously. I'm going to start from the beginning. Let me see who's been here. Somebody's been here since 5. Daniel Godwin saying he's been waiting for me since 5 p.m. 4 hours ago. We do have, he said, Ray, please tell us about Star X Network. No, I have nothing to do with that. I don't look at Star X Network. They have only, I'll take a look at it, but I don't mind it, so I don't know anything about it, I'm afraid. We have Wisdom Nyatafe here saying good evening. We have Julia watching from Philippines. Obviously, Lizzie is here. Marlon Carter. He said, what's the good news? I'm about to tell you. Do not worry. Always good to see you live. J-Dog is here. We have Daniel Godwin, of course. Anna Tangui. Greetings to you as well. Chukunonso, good evening. Ayu Murat 35. Hey Ray, thanks for the videos. When will it be full open network and second migrations? Watch my previous videos. I'm afraid you have to watch that. Sign on if you're watching from Chi-Town in United States, aka Chicago. You've got Alamu Yemi watching from Nigeria, and then you have my guy here watching from Croatia. Yes, so many people in GCAM here, of course. Another person watching from Nigeria, in GCAM Cameroon, Trinidad and Tobago, Marlon Carter. Yes, many of you. Duchesne, been a while I've seen you, Duchesne. Duchesne is an ultra. He's been on this channel for quite a while, but he's been off and he's back. Anthony watching from Enugu State, and God's Power. Hello to you. Another person watching from Italy. We've got John Palm watching from Nigeria, and so on. Yes, so listen, what's the news? All right. California, we've got Chad Bianueba watching from California. We've got Chukuma Achibiri watching from Nigeria, of course. Hi to you too. We've got Daniel Godwin watching from Nigeria, of course. So listen, it's great. It's great. Obviously, letting you know, and good evening to all of you, or good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're at. And let's do this. 56 of you watching, and I'm loving this. All right. So let's get to this. So the Pi Core team are revealing it all. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is obviously, if you know my channel well, you know I do get scooped from time to time, particularly leading up to Pi Day. And we all know Pi Day is about a month away. Do you know what I mean? And so with that being said, we all have to be sort of prepared for that. It falls on a Saturday. So yes, that would be great. And there's something that I need to tell you, but it would probably be when, at a certain moment in time, you will know what that's all about. And that will be sometime next week. I'll obviously probably go live or record a video and let you know the reason why I said that. You will know about something else. So great. You know, lots of stuff coming. But the reason why I'm telling you the Pi Core team are revealing it all is because obviously I always do my research. I always ask the right people the right questions, and I do get the right answers, you know. So right people, right questions, right answers. And so this time I did that, got the answers that I didn't expect, because on one hand I was expecting nothing, because I'm thinking, you know what, maybe leading up to Pi Day, closer to Pi Day, I would get something. But lo and behold, this was revealed to me, so I'm about to tell you that. So obviously, once the conversation was had, what the Pi Core team are revealing, or what I mean by the Pi Core team are revealing it all, is because if you've noticed over the past few weeks, the Pi Core team have been releasing segments or snippets of some things which I thought, you know what, normally they would never do that, but they're doing it, and that seems futuristic. Do you know what I mean? Them telling us that the validation rewards are going to be at the end of Q1, in other words, the end of March, is exciting news, you know. But when you look at it, they're going to actually reveal a lot more as we head closer and closer to Pi Day. You know, this week, next week, we might hear something, you know, the following week, we might hear a lot more things. And then the week after, we'll hear even more, you know. So they are going to reveal everything. or a lot of things, but they have to segment them. Do you know what I mean? And that's what the Pi Core team are doing. And that's what I mean by the Pi Core team are revealing it all. They're going to do it in segments because they don't want to bombard us and overwhelm us with a whole lot of news in one posting. So what they're going to do, they're going to make sure they gradually release things, and they're telling us things right now as we speak, because they've already told us about the node and what's happening with the node. They've already told us about the mainnet migration, or I've told you about that if they haven't, but they definitely have told us about the rewards. Now, I'm going to release a video very soon, probably Saturday or Sunday, with regards to the rewards distribution. Now, that's going to be a very, very pivotal video, a video that will lead us towards Pi Day and beyond. So I will release that on Sunday, and just make it a point to watch, because it's going to be a very, very interesting video. You know what I mean? So pay attention and, keep an eye on the space, because there are lots that are going to happen on this channel. And I am going to reveal a lot of things as well. And like I said, lots are happening behind the scenes. People are obviously building things, albeit, dApps and the utility platforms and so on, games. People are building things. We've got so many developers now. It's exciting times, and everything will fall in place. Once it does, listen, the stratosphere will be the limit of Pi. Yep, that's water. The stratosphere will be the limit of Pi. So if you've just joined and you're wondering what's the news that Ray wants to reveal, this channel is a channel that I've sort of decided that I'm going to use as a medium for most pioneers. I mean, interested pioneers who believe in this journey. Do you know what I mean? So when I see you guys asking questions about what's going on, this and that, I love that, because it means you're paying attention. You're in the space. You want to know what's happening. And, at the end of the day, Pi Network is stuck with us and we're stuck with Pi. So we need to be with the cause, because we can't just give in after all the hard work we've put in. We need to keep going. Do you know what I mean? So I am most certainly excited about what's to come in the near future. However, with these new updates that I keep giving you, due to me receiving all these scoops from my sources, I feel like we're onto something. We're definitely onto something, and the dynamics have changed. I feel like the narrative is beginning to shift towards pioneers some pioneers, of course, not all of the pioneers, because some pioneers have different expectations. So let me say some pioneers have recognized the fact that the narrative is shifting from pessimism to a somewhat pessimistic approach or pessimistic stance of the Pi Network community. Do you know what I mean? So I am really, really excited, honestly, and I feel like all of us would have to collectively do a lot of things in order to get this project running or off and running. Do you know what I mean? And I am definitely doing that. But while we're here, let me see how many likes we've got. Smash that like button, people, and smash the subscribe button if you haven't yet done so. Become a member, of course. We are 50,900 odd. Let's get to 51K. It's been quite a journey, in recent times, and I am definitely excited. So smash the like button wherever you're at. Smash the subscribe button, of course. Become a member. Now, I am going to put a poll out there. Let's see what you guys are thinking. So what's the poll? The poll is actually no, I won't put up a poll. I'll let me see. Q&A. So the Q&A. What are your expectations? Let me put the mic somewhere. Expectations for the upcoming Pi Day. Yeah. What are your expectations for the upcoming Pi Day? Let's see. So obviously I've put the question there. There's a Q&A. I don't know how you guys are going to see it, but it says, what are your expectations for the upcoming Pi Day? What are your expectations? If you check the questions part, you would see it. Obviously, don't forget there is something called super chats as well. You can also help deliver the super chats, of course. And let's check the top fans. Let's see what top fans are doing right now. Let's see what top fans are doing. Okay, so the top fans here are Daniel Goldwyn. Goldwyn, obviously, he's top. And then we have Injicam, and then we have Ibia something. But yeah, there are a lot. So obviously, yeah, let's see. Yeah, so 24 people have commented so far. That's interesting. But Daniel Godwin is the top fan at the moment. So if you want to beat him, you definitely need to do something spectacular to beat Daniel Godwin at the moment. And obviously, don't forget to smash that like button because we need that. YouTube loves it when guys who watch a channel smash the like button. So do not forget, smash that like button. Of course, 39 likes, that's not good. So the Q&A. This is the Q&A. What are your expectations for the upcoming Pi Day? And so let's see what you're thinking. All right. So we've got Herrings Siluande. Herrings Siluande saying, I'm Herrings from Zambia, Southern Africa. What happens to some of us whose KYCs are still intentative? Shall we miss the validators' rewards? My question to you is: have you done any validations yet, Herrings? Have you done any validations yet? If you have, obviously being intentative, you need to sync. Go to the sync part and sync it, and let's see. I'm Blessing watching from Nigeria, and then Duchesne here is saying more KYC and more migrations. Yes, that is as optimistic as it gets, and I like that because that is definitely happening. As it's going to happen, and yeah, I'm most certainly looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that. So again, there is a Q&A that I just did, not a poll, a Q&A, and I asked a question. Let me see how you guys see that Q&A. Let's see. Go to YouTube. Let's see how you guys see the Q&A. All right. Is it there? I don't see anything. I think if you want to see the Q&A, I don't see anything. That's strange. Anyway, you guys can go check the Q&A. The question that I asked in the Q&A is, where is it? What are your expectations for the upcoming Pi Day? What are your expectations for the upcoming Pi Day? And that is the question that I asked. All right. So let's see what your expectations are. And if you're just joining and you're wondering what somebody just feels like somebody's sending me a message. Let me see. Ooh. What's happening here? So it's 1-1 Brentford. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Anyway, so let me see. Let me see the retracted message. Okay, cool. It's retracted it, so I'm not gonna cause any problems. Who equalized actually? Oh, that's interesting. 1-1. All right. So if you're just joining, I'm saying that what the Core team are revealing it all. And some of you may be wondering, what do I mean by that? I didn't say they've revealed it all. I said they're revealing it all. It means they're gradually revealing what we need to know. And they've begun by telling us that our rewards for validations, KYC validations, are going to be imparted to us, given to us from the end of Q1. In other words, the end of March 2026. So, like I said, obviously my scoop, my source just told me that the PyCore team intend to give us a lot more information, a lot more things that we need to know about, and they will be doing that over the coming weeks and months, and we have to be prepared for that, because it would at times feel overwhelming, and people might be like, oh, this is overwhelming, the PyCore team never communicate, and then suddenly they are revealing all these information to us. So, but that's what we should expect. And in order to receive those information, what you need to do as a pioneer, as a Rayoneer means somebody that obviously subscribed to Raise United, is to ensure that your what's the name? Your button, your notification button is on if you've already subscribed. If you've already subscribed, then ensure that your notification button is on. And if it's on, you will be the first to know what we release, because it's important that you're up to date in terms of Pi Network. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing. So Herring here is asking, oh, no, he said, yes, my KYC was approved and I was validated, but all of a sudden my KYC was turned into tentative. So that means you validated people. Okay, that's great. That's great. If I buy on Mexi or BitGet, can it be valuable as the one being mined? Yes, it's the same thing. The difference is that it's like Pi that you own outright, because the one that you've mined will not be given to you until the second migration, or if you haven't been migrated, the first migration. So when you buy it, it's yours. You know what I mean? It is yours, and because you bought it, and the value is the same. So yeah, if you want to buy it, price is very low at the moment. If I were you, I'll be accumulating it as we speak, because you'll be accumulating. I'm going to ask you a question. Let me end that Q&A. Let me end that Q&A. And that's water, please. No alcohol. That's water. Let me end that Q&A and ask a question. So Q&A, wait, let me see. Start a poll. All right. So I'm going to ask this question. Wait. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So let's see. I do have a okay. So what would you do? So I've just started a poll. Let's see where you guys stand with this poll. So the Q&A is still ongoing. What are your expectations for the upcoming Pi Day? But the poll is, as things stand, what would you rather do? Buy Pi or just mine Pi? I'm talking about as a result of the price being quite low as it is. What would you rather do? Buy Pi or just mine Pi? So let's see where you stand. You never know. I might even do a content on that, because I love it when you guys answer these questions. Again, the question is, what would you rather do? Would you rather buy Pi or just mine Pi? Which one would you do? Go ahead and answer that. The other one is a Q&A. I said, what are your expectations for the upcoming Pi Day? Okay, so while we're deliberating on that, let me just read Susie. Hello to you too, Susie. Jonathan here saying, since by 12th of March, the mainnet node upgrade up to version 20.2 must have been completed. I expect the Pi core team to announce gradual onboarding of the ecosystem apps to mainnet. Yes, that is interesting. You're absolutely right. Like I said, they are on a tell-all streak. Do you know what I mean? So the Pi core team are going to be revealing it all, albeit it's going to be a gradual reveal process and not some overwhelming bombardment of information. No, it's going to be a very gradual ease into the release of these very, very crucial information. So again, I ask, as things stand, what would you rather do? Buy Pi or just mine Pi? Now remember, as things stand, I'm not saying on a whole. So as things stand, the price of Pi is about 13 cents or 14 cents as it is. I haven't checked it properly. But if the price is at that, would you rather buy Pi or mine Pi? Buy Pi, meaning, the price is very low and you're thinking, you know what, maybe this is the time to accumulate more Pi, or I'll keep mining Pi at 0.01 Pi per hour for 24 hours, which will give me 0.24 for, I'm talking about basically, not me, I'm talking about others. So which one would you rather do? Just accumulate the Pi by using all those lower mining rate, or would you rather buy Pi, accumulate a lot more at this lower rate? Do you know what I mean? It's a simple question. Let's see what you guys think. So I've given you the scenarios. You now have to choose which one you would do. And while you're at it, there's a question that's ongoing that states, what are your expectations for the upcoming Pi Day? So it's a very eventful and occupying and very interactive live show this evening, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you're at. And so let's dig in and let's contribute to this. All right. And while you're at it, smash that like button. Do not waste time. Smash the like button. It's so important when you're doing that. Subscribe if you're not yet a member, and of course share the content. Let people know what we do here on Raise United. All right, so let me go. Lucifer guy here saying bye. That's good. You got Blaise Michael here saying our child Pi is at crawling stage now, but I believe soon he's going to walk or even start by running. You never know, innit? You never know. Akpoviri Efe here saying, greeting to you, sir. Please, when will Pi do second migration and where Pi will fully launch for trading? I've already done a video about that, about the second migration, but I can give you a little response to that. And the second migration is somewhere around that, towards the end of Q1, around the Pi Day period. So let's see. Because that's the plan of the Pi core team anyway. I've released videos about that, so go check it out as well, just to get a lot of context, and that should help our situation. You know what I mean? Let's see where the poll is going. So 26 votes so far. I want to see how balanced that is, and it's looking quite balanced. So as things stand, those of you watching, all of you should go to the poll, because I want to get some sort of idea of what you guys think, those of you watching, in terms of where you stand. So as things stand, what would you rather do? Buy Pi or just mine Pi? Which one would you do? Based on that, I also said buy Pi because the price is low, just mine Pi because you feel like it's free. Why not just mine it? And if you don't have the capital, you would rather mine it as opposed to buy it. And if you do have a little capital, you feel like you're this investment freak, then you could just go on and say, you know what, you just want to buy, and invest. So let's see what you guys think. Because the numbers are looking quite interesting at the moment. It's just about split. So let's see what you guys think. And while you're at it, please, there's a question that I asked. What are your expectations for the upcoming Pi Day? What are your expectations for the upcoming Pi Day? Enjoy this live show while we're at, let's be here for the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and let's see where it takes us. You know what I mean? Because funnily enough, I'm enjoying these live shows. I'm enjoying the videos I released. And recently I released a video and that's already gone to 12K views. So that's really good. You guys contributed to that, and YouTube picked it up and said, you know what, we're going to help raise United and send his content far and wide. And 12,000 people have watched it so far, and I'm glad about that. Do you know what I mean? As long as you have extra money, I advise you buy. No doubt, no doubt. I mean, yeah, if you have extra money, just buy. I mean, it's just 13 cents per pie or 14 cents per pie. Come on. You know how long it takes to mine one pie, and it's 13, 14 cents per pie. Come on. Get yourself some $20 and buy as much as you can. Do you know what I mean? While you're mining, of course. But me, given the choice, I would rather buy and I'll still mine, but I would rather buy given the choice. Do you know what I mean? But let's see what you guys think. Let's see what you guys think. Let's see what you guys think. So right now, the numbers are looking quite split. And those of you watching, please go to the poll. The poll is right there. It's only 7 minutes old. When it's 10 minutes, I will begin to make the decision as to whether I want to end the poll or keep it going. Again, while you're at it, there's a question that I've just asked. What are your expectations for the upcoming Pi Day? It's a very important question. It's quite significant. So just get there and answer it. And while you're at it, please smash that like button. Do not delay. Do not delay. We're about to get a proper split in this vote. We're going to get a proper split. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we're going to get a proper split. It's looking interesting. And of course, ask any question with regards to Pi Network, and I'll be here to answer them for you. All right. I hope you're enjoying this live show. If you are, please smash the like button. Do not waste any time. Smash that like button. Do you know what I mean? Subscribe if you haven't yet done so. If you're watching after the fact, remember, put your questions in there in the comments section, and I will do my best to respond if it merits it. Do you know what I mean? What's the scoreline between Arsenal, Brentford, and Arsenal? It's still 1-1. Let me see. So Arsenal with 4 points ahead. Okay. Let's see. Interesting. It's quite interesting. Yeah. Right. Somebody said, does any crypto exchange sell Pi because Pi has not let exchange crypto sell? No, you only have to buy it on the recognized exchanges, the KYB exchanges. Never go to any exchange to buy Pi apart from Mexi, BitGet, OKX, and what's the other one? There's another one, Gate.io and Pionex. These five are the ones that have been KYB'd. So that's where you can actually buy Pi from. The rest, do not even do it. Right now, the vote is 50-50. It's split. It's 34 votes and it's 50-50. And the question is, as things stand, what would you rather do? This is content creation right there at its finest. And let me just write it down before I forget. Where's my pen? I'm going to write it down because this is content creation at its finest. I'm telling you, I like these things. So somebody said just mine Pi, somebody said just buy, but it's still split. It's really split. So I am going to look for pen, and I am going to write the content I'm going to do. All right, I found pen, and let me write it somewhere. All right. Yeah. Content creation at its finest. I think I've got something I could record and obviously release. It's 50-50 split. 50-50 split. And this is the split I was looking for, because I know this could split the base, and it has split the base. Let me see what somebody's saying. So I've got Bless Michael here say, can't wait for that day we're gonna see your facial expression displaying the total family. We made it. Long live Ray's fam. No doubt, my guy, no doubt. This is the time to buy. Yes, this is definitely the time to buy. Trust me, this is the time to buy. When you buy, but remember, do not, now this is the advice I always say, do not spend what you can't afford to lose. So if you can't afford to lose some money, then do not use it. Do you know what I mean? It's always about what you can afford to lose, because remember, this game is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Again, while you're at it, please smash that like button, of course. We have a significant amount of that. So let me end the Q&A. So the Q&A has ended. Q&A has ended, of course. And now we've left with a poll, and I'll give you 3 more minutes. So let's see what the vote is going to be. As things stand, what would you do? Buy Pi or mine Pi? And then while we're at it, I'll also remind you of what this whole subject has been about. It's about the Pi core team having to reveal it all, or they are revealing it all. What are they revealing? They are revealing things that will be happening prior to Pi Day and post Pi Day. But obviously, they have to slowly release these informations. They're not just going to bombard us so suddenly with a big bunch of information. No, they're not going to do that. It's going to be a gradual release. But like I said, they've begun, and they are releasing it all. And it's going to happen over a very shortest period of time. And we should be here to revel in it and savor it and enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? And I definitely want you guys to be part of it via this channel to enjoy these things. So let me go and end that poll. Okay, so I've ended the poll. You all can see it. It's 49-51. So 51% of you said buy Pi. 49% of you said just mine Pi. So it's almost 50-50. It's equal. You know, so you guys are really doing something wonderful. And I can see precisely what the Pioneer community is expecting of the parkour team. And we're all part of that. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, yeah, that's cool. So listen, I'll end the show here. Take care of yourselves, people. Name is Ray. Channel's Race United. The word is peace.